weekly stock commentaries where I share my personal opinion and insight of what's happening in the Philippine stock market and some specific companies. If you want exclusive investing related contents in the Philippine stock market, check the pinned comment. And dahil medyo special yung taon na to, gawa ni Donald Trump, I'm going to do a weekly portfolio and market update, no? And I'll show you how how I will navigate my portfolio during these times. I also have a Facebook page, no? You can follow me there for some investing insights. So, lakapak pa rin ang PSEI for the week kasi nag-escalate pa rin na nag-escalate yung gera sa Middle East. Crude oil still going up and ang nagre-retreat ngayon is yung precious metals, no? Gold, silver, nickel also retreating. And then pati yung ating peso is record low na 60. Ito yung no? Psychological resistance daw eh. Yan yung binabantay ng madaming tawag nito, kabado kapag nabutas yan, no? Na evident yan, I think, kahapon, no? I think lumabas yung news na tawag nito. Lumabas yung news na nag-60 yung peso, biglang at one point nag-close to negative 2% ito. Until nag-recover siya towards the end of the session nung binuksan ko na siya mga bandang hapon, no? So technically madaming natakot and daming nagbenta. So ibig sabihin daming sinesell down ngayon. Okay? So lumalakas yung dolyar. Una-una kasi importer tayo ng oil eh. Yung mga ganyan na laging may oil shock, matik humina yung peso natin. And parang ang ginagawang safe haven ngayon is yung USD, no? How ironic sila yung nag-start ng gera, pero yung USD yung safe haven. Pero lakapak din sila yan, no? So negative 3% na yung dalawang US market na tinatrack ko dito year to date. They are the worst performing market right now sa mga tinatrack ko dito. And I think brace for impact. Madami pa yan, no? Wala pa to eh, no? Negative 3. Feeling ko magne-negative 20% pa yan, just like what happened nung 2022. And I don't think, may de-escalation na nangyayari. I think nag-approach ata yung US for peace talk. Ayaw na ng Iran kasi nga, di ba? Ginogoyo sila eh. Parang ginugulangan sila, parang yun na yung nararamdaman nila. So, we'll see magde-escalate yan. Okay? So, nag-below 6,000 ata, no? Tama, ayan, no? Nag-below 6,000 siya. Kahapon, then nag-rebound. Pero, wala na yan. I think, in the coming week siguro. Magre-report ng GDP ang Pilipinas, no? Or, malapit nang matapos yung first quarter, magre-report yan ng GDP. Pag nag-report yan, below 5%, I think. Baka sell down yan. So, the benchmark index has been fighting to stay above the psychological. Ito, psychological, basag. Psychological, ibig sabihin, magtutuloy-tuloy ito, no? Papunta sa, below 5,000, ganon. Daming naulol yung mga kanyang psychological, support na yan eh. So, Fed, I think, tawag nito, minentain lang nila, okay? And in fact, parang sinasabi, baka pitikin ulit nila, no, pataas kasi nga madaming uncertainty yung ginagawa ni Donald Trump. Kasi yung ganyang oil price, no, for sure inflation 'yan. Okay, inflation ang kasunod niyan. It's just a matter of gaano siya kabilis, no, yung inflation rate na 'yon para mag-react ulit yung mga central bank ng iba't ibang bansa. Okay? So for the first stock story, you have ICT recovery play. So ICT, mataas ngayon yung dolyar. So most definitely baka mag-benefit siya doon. You'll have to find that out. So yung ma-impact ngayon ng oil, blah blah blah. Sa ano pa yan eh, second quarter, no? Kumbaga yung selling pressure ngayon, more on ano yan, no? Sentiment driven muna. Pero Q2 reporting, yan na, di ba? Doon mo makikita ano yung epekto ng mga pagtaas ng oil na yan sa ano performances ng metbang business. So resilient siya kasi nga ano to eh, yung operations niya outside Philippines and ano tumataas pa yung USD, yan. We'll see kung ano yung business mismo resilient nga ba siya sa Q2 despite the broader market gloom. Buy on support 680. Diba? Bahala kayo mag-buy on support dyan. 680. A, its diversified global portfolio is still as a hedge against the local. O yan. Kasi nga, mga growth drivers nito nasa ano, outside Philippines. So next, SMPH, mall growth. Siyempre, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pagbibuild ng mall. 7% increase in mall rental income. Pero, wala. Di ba? Pag kumiti yung inflation. So, yung mga ganito kasing property, medyo yung epekto is lagging eh, no? Di mo kasi mararamdaman, magsasuffer muna dapat yung mga businesses. Yung kunyari, mga nagre-renta dyan. So, once na nag-suffer sila, di ba? Walan sila ng rental income. Pero, what if during that period, nagre-recover naman siya. So, yung mga, yung mga bankrupt, pwedeng mapalitan. Di ba? Yung mga nag-thrive na businesses. Things like that. Or yung mga nag-survive. So, SMPH is still being sold down. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung pupuntahan nito yung multiple ng MEG, ganyan, 23 kalahati. Possible nga, pupunta pa to 10 to 12 in my personal opinion. And pag pumunta siya doon, super attractive na yan. So, price target 28. Wala. Paano magbabounce yan? Magre-report na ng GDP ang Pilipinas ng first quarter. Okay? And high inflation, pitikin yung interest rate, wala, no? Medyo tagilid. So, MREIT, dividend outlook, buy on support. Nangyari dito. So, yung A-REIT, RC na-sell down sila kasi nga, they are trading at premium. Ito, sinasell down siya, pero not that heavy compared to A-REIT RCR. I believe nagkaroon to ng news eh. Ayan, no? So, karoon silang asset infusion, pero more on for office, okay? Nasa ngayon, allergic yung mga investors kapag office yung ini-infuse. Ayaw nila. Gusto nila mga mall, ganyan. And etong in-infuse nito, recently, parang wish it na to eh. Hindi pa nga ramdam yung dividend accretion nun eh. Okay, infuse ka na naman. Kagandaan lang kay MREIT is bababa na siya. So, mataas yung kanyang ngayon, no? Dividend yield. So, you have IPM. Ano to? Top gainer. So, wala to. Speculative na naman siguro to mga to. IPM Holdings Inc. No? Ganyan lang. Waste of time. So, you have PINMA. Diyan pa rin. Okay. So, taas leverage na ito pero wala, no? Pangit. It outperformed the index as investors repositioned into holding firms that have diversified interest in education. So, yung education, I think, very resilient sila recently. Construction, medyo, yan nga yung sakit sa ulo nila ngayon eh. Diba? You have Sirtec. Wala na to, no? It's over. So, may bumibili pa ba na ito? Wala na. Yun mo yung naipit ka dito dati sa 50 plus, no? Kahit saan dito eh, no? Tapos ngayon, Below 1 pesos na siya. Parang talagang ano manyubi na name niya makapag-quit sa stock market eh. So, Sirtec led the decliners dropping 16.9%. The tech sector is feeling the burden of rising input cost and strengthening of USD. Dapat nga favorable sa kanila yan eh. Di ba? Yung strengthening kasi exporter yan eh. We have DHI. So, ito ata yung putakti ng speculation recently eh. Di ba? Ayan o. So, siyempre, yung mga ganyang speculation, yung mga maipit na naman dyan eh. Some investors are exiting the stock as it moves toward its wala yan, nasa restructuring phase yan eh. So yung mga ganyan, hindi ako mahilig sa mga ganyan. Okay. So CBC, cost discipline. So BPI sinasell down. Diba? Ayan o. So BDO sinasell down. Sister company ni China Bank. Ayan. MBT sinasell down na rin eh. So, walang patawad ngayon yung selling pressure sa lahat ng bangko. So, MBT despite still trading below book value, no? Sinasell down na siya. Okay. Parang nasa 90 something book value nito. So, negative Negative 30% or mula rito. Yan nga, no? Around 45% papunta sa kanyang book value. Lupit mo naman. Meanwhile, you have CBC, parang ito yung medyo stable kasi siya eh. Ganun din siya, still trading near its book value, below its book value, and banda yung growth trajectory niya, no? Siya yung malinaw na may double digit na growth trajectory, mataas pa rin yung kaya ROE, so medyo resilient, we'll see kung magpapatuloy, di ba? Highlighted for its disciplined cost management with 2025 net income, up 13%. Meanwhile, BDO, BPI, mid-single digit na lang sila. A top pick in the banking sector with a consensus target. So, 105, parang lang, no? Uy, 105? Lupit nyo naman eh, no? 105, parang na yan premium price to book kung sakaling puntahan niya yun. Okay? You have BPI continues to be a buy on. Hindi nga nagbe-breakout. Sinasell down lang, sinasell down. 19.5% increase in wala yan mga ganyang pre-provision. Hindi yan tinitignan. Okay. Investors are waiting for it to break 100. Wala nga eh. So I think maganda to eh. Candidate for a dividend stock. Lalo na kung sinasell down yan ang sinasell down ngayon. So, 2.28 times 2 divided by BPI. So, divided by 99 kunyari. Divided by 99. 4%. What if, bear market, talagang sell, indiscriminate selling, and for some reason, na-sell down siya hanggang sabihin nating 75, no? For some reason lang, no? Out of fear. Sell. Uy, 6%, dividend yield. So, going 75, ilang selling pressure na lang yan? Konti na lang, 20. Pwede, no? This year. Sell down nyo pa. So, you have MEG rate strategy. Is aggressively using the updated rate framework to recycle capital. So, SMPH, sinasell down. Ali, for sure, sinasell down yon, diba? Ayan, sinasell down. Madaming analyst pick tong Ali na to eh. Then you have MEG. I think sinasell down na rin natin tong mga ibang property. So, not that much, no? Kasi nga, ang mura na ito eh. Sabi ko nga, kung papantay yung multiple ng MEG sa Ali, ganon, SMPH, mangangalahati pa yung dalawang yun eh. So, buy on support daw, 2.16 with eyes on its upcoming asset injection into Emirate. Kasi as we all know, or I'm not sure kung alam nyo, pero all these infusion, no? Asset for share swap, ang nagbe-benefit lagi yan yung mga parent. At least dito sa, sa Pilipinas, no? Yung nakikita ko. So, Rockwell Land, nag-raise ng bond, 10 billion, no? The funds are earmarked for their high-end residential projects, showing that the luxury niche remains resilient. Well, we'll see, no? Shangri-La, hindi naman pagbenta ng kondo eh. And Rockwell, kailan din nito punduan yung kanyang recent acquisition eh. Ano tawag doon? Yung parang mall ba yun na pwede nilang i-redevelop, no? So, okay lang. And lastly, foreign funds are getting out of the Philippine stock market. The market recorded. So, saan sila pumupunta ngayon, no? Bagsak US, bagsak PSEI, bagsak na rin or bumabagsak ang emerging internet. Malamang ko sa USD, no? I'm not sure ba bumibilis na yun ng mga US bonds, things like that. Okay. This exit by foreign funds is the primary reason the index is struggling to regain. Kaya mga foreign na yun eh. Talon lang talon. Pero eventually babalik din yan.